Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's lesson number 35 of the Quranic Arabic Simplified course. Today I will do examples from the Quran for the Arabic gender lesson that I covered in the last lesson number 34. I will post a PDF version in the description of the lesson. Please do comment and let me know how is the learning going. And please make sure you catch up on any missed lessons from the playlists Quranic Arabic Simplified or Madinah Arabic Shortened. So let us now begin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so in the last lesson, I covered with you that certain words are feminine by meaning. For example, bintun means a girl, imra'atun means a woman, and ummun means a mother. So let's examine this verse here. وَقَالَتِ امْرَأَةُ فِرْعَوْنَ. So here, wa means and qala, as we have said before, is a verb to mean he said. And here it is qalat, because it is she said, right? Referring to the wife of Fir'aun. So here, imra'atu means wife, okay? So imra'atu is actually mudaf and Fir'aun is mudaf ilayhi because it is a possessive, right? Wife of Fir'aun said. And what did she say? She said, qurratu aynin. It means comfort of the eye. Again, qurratu is mudaf and aynin is mudaf ilayhi, which means eye. And if you join this, it becomes qurratu aynil li walak. Wa laka. Okay, so over here notice that we've studied the preposition li, right? So which is joined with ya mutakallam, so meaning for me, right? And wa again is and laka means for you, right? Where ka is the pronoun, and we have covered this in the prior lessons. And in the last lesson, I covered with you that certain words, they end with the ta marbuta. And I said that this ta marbuta can be a sign of the feminine gender. So let's go over this vocabulary list to cover that. So jannatun is paradise. Salatun is prayer. Zakatun is charity. Zillatun is humiliation. Ummatun is community. And that's the word we're going to study in this verse over here. وَيَوْمَ نَبْعَثُ مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ شَهِيدًا. It means, and on the day when we will raise a witness from every community. So here, let's break it down. Wa means and. Yawm means day. Nab'athu. So here the verb is ba'atha, and here it means we will raise, okay? Nab'athu. Min means, we've covered min before, it means from. Kulli ummatin, from every nation, right? So this is mudaf ilayhi, and here is our word ummatin, which is feminine, okay? And shahidan means witness. Shahidan, right? And we have covered way in the beginning that this is indefinite, right? Indefinite because it has a tanween fatha to mean a witness. So let's take another example from the Quran for words ending with a ta marbuta to indicate the feminine gender. And here we are examining the word al-jannatu with a beautiful verse with a very deep meaning. So Allah is rewarding the muttaqun with the Jannah, which is being brought near to them, right? Wa idhal jannatu uzlifat. It means, and when the garden is brought near. So uzlifat is the verb, okay? And it is feminine. Why? Because it is referring to al-jannatu, which is feminine. And I covered this in the last lesson. Let's do a quick review that feminine nouns can also be formed by adding this ta marbuta to masculine nouns and adjectives. Let's take a look at a few examples. So Muslimun becomes Muslimatun, right? A Muslim woman. Ibnun becomes Ibnatun, which is a girl. Kabirun becomes Kabiratun, which means big. Laylun becomes Laylatun, which is night. Okay, so let's keep studying the feminine gender with more examples from the Quran. Here, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. It means we certainly sent it down during the night of Al-Qadr. So inna means surely. Anzalnahu. Okay, so this is a verb which means we sent down it. So the who is referring to it, referring to the Quran. It's a pronoun referring to the Quran. Fi means here it is referring to during, right, or in. Laylatil Qadr, night of Qadr. So here Laylati is our feminine word with the ta marbuta. It means night. And it is also mudaf, and Al-Qadri is mudaf ilayhi, night of Qadr. Here's another beautiful verse here. وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ. So here, this is the verb. It means seek help through patience and prayer. وَإِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِئِينَ. And this is certainly difficult except for the humble ones. Wa means and, innaha. So inna means surely, certainly. And ha is a pronoun we studied before. It is feminine pronoun. It is referring to it. Can you tell me why it is feminine here? Okay. If you said because it is referring to the prayer, you are right. Because here, as-salat is feminine because of the ta marbuta. Okay. So that is why it is feminine, because it is really referring to the prayer, which is difficult for some people, right? La kabiratun, it means it is difficult. So this la is of emphasis. It is difficult. La kabiratun, again a feminine word here. Illa, except alal khashiin, except for the ones who are humble to their Lord. So sorry to disappoint you guys, but Arabic will always come with exceptions. So you will learn a certain rule and there will be some exceptions to that rule. So here you will see that we've been studying that when you add the ta marbuta at the end, it's generally a sign of feminine gender. But there are exceptions to that, and thankfully the exceptions are rare. There are not that many like that. For example, Khalifatun, which means successor, is a masculine, even though it has the marker of the ta marbuta at the end. So here is a verse from the Quran. Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I am going to make a successor in the earth, as Allah says. So the first word here is inni. So it is inna, which means surely, and with inna we are adding ya mutakallam to make it I, right? Surely I. Ja'ilun, it means going to make. Okay, right here, going to make. That is ja'ilun. Fil ardi, in the earth. Fi is a preposition and al-ardi is earth. Fil ardi khalifa, right? A successor. And here it is also indefinite, right? Khalifatan. It is indefinite because it has a tanween fatha in it. So in the last class, we studied that certain words ending with alif mamduda can be markers of feminine. For example, these colors, right? These are khadara'u, which is green, sauda'u is black, bayda'u is white, Hamra'u is red, and Safra'u is yellow. So these colors, they appear in the Quran, so it's good vocabulary for you to know them. For example, right here, Innaha baqaratun safra'u. So it is a yellow colored cow. And then let's take a look at this verse. Wa iza sama'u kushitat. And when the sky has its covering removed. So what is the feminine word here? If you said as-sama'u, it is correct, right? It means the sky. And here a feminine verb is used, kushitat, because it is referring to this sama'u. So there you go again. Here are the exceptions. So even though they end with the alif mamduda, these words are masculine. So they, for example, ulama'u, which means learned, fuqara'u, which means poor, shuhada'u, which is martyrs. For example, Allah says, وَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ, and call your witnesses besides Allah. So this is shuhada'akum, your witnesses, right? And this right here is the masculine noun. And here, إِنَّمَا الصَّدَقَاتُ لِلْفُقَرَاءِ وَالْمَسَاكِينِ. So the charity, the alms, are only for the poor and the needy. So here we observe that fuqara'i is masculine. If you are regular with watching the 2 or 3 short videos that I post per week, you will succeed in mastering Quranic Arabic, inshallah. If this video benefited you, please do like, subscribe, comment, and keep watching these short videos. Subhanaka wa bihamdika la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.